No. 03444991000 is my telephone number. Get involved in the conversation. We take more of your calls next. It's Thursday, and that means that Dr. Roger Gievold will be joining me once again. And to say that he's frothing is an underestimate of the boiling over that you should expect. Thank you very much indeed. More direct police action is what you seem to be calling for. 03444991000 is my number. Right. Let's turn our attention, shall we, to your personal finances. Dr. Roger Gievold is CEO of Fair Money, personal finance expert. Joins me now. Dr. Roger, good morning to you.
Good morning, James.
I feel as if I've taken a leaf out of your book and it's me who's been frothing this morning.
You certainly have, but I think justifiably.
Okay, good. Well, I'm glad it's that. Now, meanwhile, I was going to talk about the US elections, except the thing is that the red wave didn't really happen. America appears to be split very directly in two. As Richard Hunter was telling us, the markets are now in that space of uncertainty. And I guess we're waiting for Donald Trump to make an announcement as to whether or not he will run to become, the president-elect or otherwise.
Yes, absolutely. And he's very challenged by Governor DeSantis, who's been reelected in Florida.
Yes.
I don't know if, here's a thought. I don't know if it's true, but there's a rumor going around that in the Billionaires Club, Donald has gotten together with Elon Musk, who, of course, has had Cape Canaveral leased to him by the state of Florida. And apparently DeSantis has said that he's going to take his license away unless he sends Trump to the moon. So we don't know what will happen.
Meanwhile, Donald Trump has been having a blame storm. He reacted furiously to the Republican Party's faltering performance. He's screaming at everyone. I mean, is this a man who's rational, do you think?
I don't think that that's terribly rational. The numbers aren't in yet, of course. As you say, the red wave was less, which everyone expected, was less of a tsunami than predicted, more of a choppy sea for the Democrats. The numbers are even not finalized. Associated Press, for example, says the Democrats have 46 seats in the House and the Republicans 48. The BBC says they each have 48. Somebody else says the Republicans have 49. It's very close. You need 51, obviously, so only a couple of seats. But it may well be December before there's a runoff in places like Georgia,
right,
to decide who wins control of the House. But it is pretty clear at this stage that the Republicans will win back control, of the Senate, I meant. But it is pretty clear the Republicans will win back control of the House of Representatives, our Commons, in other words.
Fine. So, more importantly, what does this mean for us?
I think that we will probably end up, almost assuredly, we'll end up with a deadlocked government. And we can expect, it's a lame duck sort of government. It's been characterized as benign.
Is it unfair of me to say that it is already a lame duck government on the basis that Joe Biden can hardly string a sentence together? I'm sorry, but I've never seen
that's libelous, James. That's libelous.
I'm sorry.
Or slander. I'm sorry.
No, it's not slanderous or libelous. Have you seen him trying to get a sentence out? I'm sorry. It's pathetic.
I've seen him shake hands with two people who weren't there.
I've seen him fall down a set of stairs, unfortunately. This man is not fit for office, in my view.
You can Google the video of him in Israel shaking hands on a podium with two people who weren't present. And in any event, we can expect to see, so that's one kind of a lame duck government. The other one is where everything is deadlocked, as it was a few years ago, and nothing gets done really for the next 2 years. But what we can expect to see is less government regulation and quote-unquote interference, green policies pushed down the scale, fossil fuel and gas oil production increased in an effort to get away from Putin, less attacks on big tech companies, and no tax cuts and decreased spending, especially after Biden's $2.4 trillion splurge.
Right. Well, meanwhile, we must turn our attention to other stories that are in the news, and I want to froth about this because there's a thing called the American Powerball Lottery.
Yeah.
Yesterday, history was made.
Well, I thought it was interesting that I should mention this because we had almost in the same day the biggest winner ever and the biggest loser ever.
Oh.
So the biggest winner was an as yet unidentified person who won. Are you ready? You are seated, thank goodness. $2.04 billion. One person won the largest lottery award that's ever happened to an individual on the planet.
I don't know what I would do. I mean, I think I do know what I would do, actually, if I won that amount of money. I'm not sure I'd retire. I might move my time slot.
You might move your time slot. You might do a number of things. I think you could actually do some of the things you write about in your Rich Man's Issues column. But the odds, by the way, of winning that ticket are 1 to 292 million. Now, those are some odds, James, because you are 19,000 times more likely to be hit by lightning in America than those odds.
Okay, so somebody's won a huge amount of money. We've got 10 seconds in which you can tell me of who lost it.
30-year-old Sam Bankman-Fried lost 94% of his $16 billion cryptocurrency fortune in one day.
Wow.
Through withdrawals from his cryptocurrency exchange, FTX, when he was bailed out by the Chinese company.
And there we must leave
Finance.
it. Dr. Roger, thank you so much.
Stop the trailer, stop. Black Adam is